Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Julie, and if you're new to my channel, I am a DIYer, organizer, and decorator all on a budget. So if you enjoy those kinds of videos, consider subscribing to my channel and check out my playlist. I have a bunch of different makeovers, I have decor tips. All of them will be linked down below for you to check out next. Today I'm going to be sharing a DIY board and batten wall, and this could be an accent wall. We used it as a coat rack for the front of our house, our front entryway. So there are different ways that you can apply this. It's a very simplified version. It's pretty easy to put together and very inexpensive as well. So I hope that you find it helpful and that it helps you with your own project. So let's go ahead and I'll jump right in.
So as I said, we decided to apply the boards behind our front door to create a coat rack, and I wanted to keep it fairly simple with clean lines and also to add some visual interest to that otherwise empty space. For this to work in our entryway, which is very tight, my husband actually had to saw off part of the baseboard to fit the measurements that we wanted, and then he reinstalled a longer piece later on. So the first part to install are the sideboards. So you'll need two 1x6 pine boards, and we found these on Facebook Marketplace for only $4 each. You can find this at Home Depot, Lowe's, or another home improvement store, but we've been surprised to find various project parts like lumber online, which made this so much cheaper. So I highly recommend that you take a look at what might be available near you so that you can save as much as possible. We also had to cut a hole in the right board to leave space for our light switch. If you have a stud finder, you can use that for extra support. We just used liquid nails caulking to secure the boards before nailing them to the wall. And to nail them to the wall, you don't necessarily need a nail gun. You can either just hand nail it, or you can use trim screws, which are less noticeable after they're screwed in. But since my husband is always doing projects around the house, we just used the nail gun. Once that was all in place, my husband nailed the baseboard back on, and we took one more 1x4 board and placed it down the middle. If you want to add another board that runs parallel to the top one, you could. I just wanted to keep it as simple as possible. Next, it was time to paint, so all you need is a roller and a small paintbrush, and I highly recommend this Behr's Scuff Defense paint and primer. It's a really great stark white that we've used in so many of our home projects, like our baseboards and crown molding, and also on our fireplace and shelves, so be sure to check out those makeovers on my channel to see how well it worked there. You will likely need to give the boards a couple of coats, so I had to go over them twice. And then you can paint the wall on the inside. So for this part, I actually did have to go over that 3 or 4 times because our walls were just dark enough that you could see right through it. Next, you'll want to go in with that small paintbrush to cover the insides of the boards that you won't be able to reach with the roller. Depending on any imperfections with the boards, you may need to fill in any gaps with either caulk or wood filler, but ours were in fairly good condition, so I just had to use some extra paint in a few spots. And after that final coat with the roller, like I said, I just used some of that wood filler to cover a few blemishes, and then you'll also want to use this to cover the nail heads in the boards. You could use a putty knife to apply it, but I just used my hands since I didn't have any large gaps to fill. And the other great thing is that you actually don't have to wait for it to dry, so you can just paint right over it after you apply it. Then we were ready to put in the hooks. So I found these on Amazon for $12. I knew I wanted black and they came highly rated in a pack of 10, so I'll have that link below if you guys want to use them. We measured into the middle of the board about 2 inches down and hung the end hooks first, followed by the middle, and then we were able to measure the hooks in between. You don't have to do it in this order, I just thought that this was the easiest way to be sure that they were all evenly spaced. And you also want to be mindful not to make them too far to the edge or too close together to avoid overcrowding the items that you're going to be hanging. And that's it. I think for the amount of money and the time that we spent, it was well worth it, and I'm really excited that we finally have a place to hang our coats and accessories this coming winter.
Well, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please be sure to give it a thumbs up and comment below. Let me know how you're going to be applying this in your own home. Did you like the way that we did this, or should we add some chevron or shiplap to it? I'm still trying to decide if I like it the way that it is, just very simple and classic, or if I should add more to it. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. As always, be sure to hit the bell so that you are notified the next time I upload a video to my channel, and I hope to see you next time. Bye-bye for now.